welcome to Rockline on MTV. This is the show where you get to talk to your favorite artists live. You can just call us up by dialing 1-800-344-ROCK, and that's 1-800-344-7625. If your call gets on the air, you'll receive a box of 10 Sony Metal SR audio cassettes, courtesy of Sony Recording Media. Now, my guest tonight, live via satellite from our Rockline studio in New York, is from New Kids on the Block, Donnie Wahlberg.
We're going to send this one out to all those non-believers out there.
We're just very positive-minded people. You know, we're not goody two-shoes. We're not angels. We've been such squeaky clean kids for the last 4 years that nobody wants to hear that no more. Now they want to hear that we're bad and we're Sean Penn. New Kid arrested for arson is going to sell newspapers, so people love that headline. I'm always going to be part of the New Kids, and this is, you know, producing and doing this is the next step.
No more games, boys. So what they saying? Peace and deepness, cause Donnie ain't playing.
I'm just doing what I've always done, just being me, and that's all anyone in the group has ever done.
The NKOTB is too strong.
Donnie Wahlberg, how you doing? You just finished the tour.
Yeah.
And now what are you doing?
Oh, vacationing heavily.
Vacationing heavily. Why is that? When was the last time you took a vacation?
Wow. I don't think I've taken a vacation in about 3 years.
Wow. Basically since the beginning of New Kids?
Well, basically, yeah, since the beginning of New Kids, we kind of, well, we since the beginning of New Kids, you know, we've been working like pretty much every day for like, that's been about 6 years. But we've been on tour for about the last 3 years. You know, off and on. We take a week off here and there, but pretty much like the last 3 years.
So what are you going to do on your vacation?
Well, besides sit around by the pool and do nothing, I'm producing a few albums. Producing an album for a group called the Northside Boys and a group called the Deaf Duo. And I just finished producing my brother's album, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, which is being released July 23rd. So, you know, I'm just working behind the scenes, hanging out, making music.
Funny, your vacation sounds a lot like working, Donnie, but thank you for taking the time to come in. We have like 8,000 billion phone calls, so we're going to get right into it. Right. Watching in Muncie, Indiana, probably waiting to talk to you, is Michelle. Michelle, let's get it started.
Hi.
Hey.
I wanted to know if you could tell me anything about the movie. Is it still going to happen? Or could you tell me when you might be coming back to Indiana?
Well, I don't think, as far as the New Kids on the Block, I don't think we're going to do a movie. You know, maybe some of the guys on their own may do a movie if, you know, a few roles have been offered and stuff to some of the guys in the group, but I don't think anyone in the group, you know, as a group, I don't think we're going to do a movie right now. You know, we enjoy performing and singing and stuff like that, so I think, you know, movies, unless a really, really great movie came along, you know, I don't foresee us doing a movie, you know, not like any New Kids on the Block movie or, you know, nothing like that. I don't think that's really what we want to do. And as far as coming back to Indiana, maybe a little while. We may sneak through, though. You never know. We might just pop up one night, hang out, do something, I don't know.
So thank you for calling, and step by step, we will get to you girls. Couldn't resist. We'll move to Houston, Texas, where Jessica is waiting on the line. Jessica, what's your question tonight?
Hi, Donnie.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Well, I'm a really big fan of New Kids, and I have three really quick questions for you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When is the next New Kids home video going to be released? And when will we be able to see your next video aired on MTV? And when will you begin recording your next album?
The next home video, it may be a while. There's really not anything in the plans as far as another home video. As far as an album, you know, we're talking about that right now. Really, everyone in the group is just really trying to, you know, get, like, the last 3 years of touring out of their minds. And then, you know, we're just taking a little time away from each other. And then, you know, in about a month or two, we're going to come back together and sit down and, you know, just basically hit the laboratory and see what we come up with, you know. I think the next album, though, will be a lot more of the fellas in the group, you know, which may mean there may be, like, 20 songs on there because, you know, so many guys in the group have so much that they want to get across musically and artistically. So there's really no telling what the next album's going to be like, but I'd say about a year from now, maybe another album. I think America's been over New Kids, so we're just going to kind of let everyone chill out for a while, and, you know, we'll come back in a little bit.
Johnny, tell me about that. America's been over New Kids. Do you think that that has been good, or how do you think that's
a quote. That's a quote that I'm borrowing from Joe McIntyre. Well, no, it's just like, you know, we've just been, you know, basically, you know, rammed, you know, like on a non-stop schedule. You know, I mean, every pretty much for like the last 3 years, it's like every time you turn on the TV, it's something about New Kids, something about New Kids, something about New Kids, and it just kind of is like, you know, it's okay, but, you know, we just feel like it's time to take a little break, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I mean, a lot of people still really support us heavily and stuff like that, and we just, you know, like to give them a little time to, you know, clear their heads a little bit and, you know, let us clear our heads a little bit and see what happens, you know, before we just totally burn ourselves out, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right, well, we're going to clear our heads for just a moment. We will be back. Don't worry. Call us up, 1-800-344-ROCK. Donnie Wahlberg is our guest tonight on ROCKLINE, so don't go away.
Cause Donnie ain't playing. Witness the quickness as I kick this. I'm on a mission, so listen as I dismiss all this negative.
Welcome back to ROCKLINE on MTV. My guest today is Donnie Wahlberg, New Kids on the Block. He does not even need an introduction. If you want to call us, do so. Call us. It's free. Talk to Donnie at 1-800-344-ROCK. Why don't we get right into it? In Modesto, California, is Liberty waiting to speak with you. Donnie, say hi, Liberty, and ask your questions.
Hi, Donnie. First of all, I'd like to say you have a great attitude.
Thank you.
And the question I have for you is, what caused or influenced you to change your image?
I would say, besides, you know, I would just say really nature kind of made us change our image. You know, it's not like one day we woke up and said, wait, guys, you know, things aren't right. We have to change our image, you know what I mean? I think, you know, just naturally you just feel yourself, you know, wanting to try different things. You know, I think it's probably just part of growing up. You know, as you get older, you know, sometimes you don't always like the same things, and you start to, you know, find yourself becoming more and more interested in other things. So I would say, you know, just really, it's just been a natural progression, you know what I mean, into different things, and I'm sure we'll try a lot of different things, you know, within the next few years. I don't think, you know, we just said let's go from A to B. I think, you know, we may go from A to B to C to D to E to F all the way down the line. You know, there's really no telling. I think we're just going to go wherever our heart tells us to go.
And do you think that that will always mean being with the New Kids?
Well, for right now, yeah. I mean, I think, you know, I think we still have, you know, a lot that we want to accomplish, you know, as a unit. I think there's a lot of things that we're doing individually right now, and, you know, you may see some of the guys do solo projects, you know, maybe an album or something like that, you know. I mean, there's no telling. But I think as a unit, we still have a lot of stuff that we want to achieve, and, you know, we want to enjoy, you know, being a group a little bit, you know. I mean, we've been together for like 6 years, and, you know, I don't think 6 years is really long enough to really call it quits.
What are some of those things that you want to achieve?
Well, you know, like I said, I've been producing a lot and writing a lot of other material. You know, I mean, you know, just
as far as the New Kids go.
Oh, as far as the New Kids?
Yeah.
Well, I think, you know, we kind of rode up, you know, really quick and, you know, kind of got up top and everything. I think we would just really like to do one album that was really, you know, spoke for each one of the guys in the group, you know, and really just said what we really want to say, you know. And if the album sells 0 copies, fine. If it sells 20 million copies, fine. As long as it's about expression. I think, you know, we've achieved so much as far as status, as far as awards and, you know, stuff like that. I think it's a time for expression now for the kids. I think we all really have a lot that we want to say and do, and I think, you know, it's coming from the